Não consigo descrevê-lo, pois nunca vi antes. Então as pessoas acham que você é louco. E ele simplesmente ficou parado e de repente simplesmente... como se você piscasse e já não estivesse.
Essas três luzes estavam em uma formação em triângulo. Uma coisa estranha. E estou pensando que não parece um avião. Começou a voar erraticamente.
Não sabia o que estava fazendo e vendo. Então fiquei ainda mais cético. É por isso que queria gravar vídeo. Fiquei muito surpreso. Estava lá por um longo tempo. Eu diria que estava nesse espaço. Pelo menos 45 minutos.
Fala pessoal, eu sou o Fabrício Lopes aqui do canal No Mundo Agora. E eu estou de volta para a gente continuar tratando sobre a questão das aparições de drones, de OVNIs, nos Estados Unidos e no mundo todo. No último vídeo, eu mostrei para vocês aparições de drones dentro dos Estados Unidos, o que está gerando uma grande quantidade de repercussão e de teorias conspiratórias sobre o que está acontecendo em território americano, mas eu mostrei para vocês também que já estavam começando as atividades de OVNIs na Argentina, no Canadá, na China, na Alemanha. Quero começar esse vídeo primeiro com as explicações do presidente eleito Donald Trump sobre aquilo que está acontecendo nos Estados Unidos. Fala, Donald.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what is happening. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know the truth? They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you?
Pessoal, como eu falei para vocês, ainda há uma nuvem muito obscura sobre o que está acontecendo nos céus dos Estados Unidos. Por isso, várias teorias conspiratórias surgem nas redes sociais. Uma delas, surgido ainda há poucos dias, é de que esses drones seriam drones do governo americano procurando alguma ogiva nuclear que algum grupo terrorista poderia ter escondido em solo americano.
Hey everyone, my name is John Ferguson. I'm the CEO of Saxon Aerospace here in Wichita, Kansas. I'm not normally a TikTok kind of a guy. I like watching this stuff every once in a while. But I'm a manufacturer of unmanned aircraft, military grade unmanned aircraft, as you can see one of my systems here. There's all of these mysterious drones going on off the East Coast, and as a professional, as a subject matter expert, I wanted to give you all my opinion on what I think could be going on with these drones. I don't particularly believe that these have a nefarious intent. I could be wrong, but I want to give you the truth and what I believe. It's my own opinion, and I've not bounced this off of anybody. So, you know, if you think it's bullshit, whatever, that's cool. You know, I don't want to spread misinformation, as we know that there's a lot of that going around. But anyway, back in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan had dismantled the nuclear program, and there were, with Russia, there were countless nuclear missiles that were disarmed and disposed of. Well, there were over 80, I believe, there were over 80 nuclear warheads that were in Ukraine that came up missing, okay? We don't know where they are. Maybe somebody does, but nobody really knows where these are. And I speak with some pretty high-level government officials on this stuff, and it seems as though that is the case. So I spoke to a gentleman a few months ago who was trying to raise an alarm to the highest levels of our government, which they had their ears closed, about this one particular nuclear warhead that he physically put his hands on. He physically touched this warhead that was left over from Ukraine. And he knew that that thing was headed towards the United States. Okay? That is a very serious deal. And everyone knows that the United States government, this administration, is pushing to get into a war with Russia. We all know that. We all feel it. We all see it. Okay? Well, back up a few years. Do y'all remember when those drones were mysteriously flying across the Interstate 70 corridor from Colorado up into Nebraska, down here into Kansas, and out into Missouri? Well, it was believed that those drones were looking for radioactive material because there had been some material that came up missing here in the United States, and they felt like it was high probability that the nuclear or the radioactive material would be taken along the Interstate 70 corridor heading east or west or south. So from what we understand, they were out there trying to find this radioactive material. Now, drones, they have no reason to be in the air at night unless you're doing some type of ISR work, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, looking for bad guys, or looking for a victim, a search and rescue victim, or law enforcement, or some type of military project, right? There's no reason for a drone to be flying at night, really, okay? Because they don't see shit. So, unless you have thermal optics, drones really don't see stuff. You need to do mapping during the day. If you're going to do farming stuff, you mostly do it during the day. The only reason why you would ever fly an aircraft, an unmanned aircraft at night, is if you're looking for something, whether it be a person or trying to smell gas. We have methane gas detection systems that can detect gas leaks in pipelines. You really wouldn't use thermal optics for trying to find gas leaks, just simply because the only way you're actually going to find a gas leak with thermal optics is if the gas leak is aggressive enough that it has a difference in temperature. Because thermal imaging, it creates a digital image based off of the temperature variance. So whatever is different in temperature, it creates an image. Usually gas leaks so slow that it goes quickly into ambient before you can even see it. So we have special sensors that can detect gas leaks. We also have special sensors that can detect radioactive material. So with this gentleman that I had spoken with, who was trying to raise the alarm to try to get somebody in the government to say, hey, we need to work together to go try to find this nuclear warhead, none of that ever happened. They knew that warhead was on its way to the United States. That's all that ever came of it. Nothing ever happened. This government did not do anything at all to help this gentleman raise the alarm and raise awareness that there is a very deadly weapon on its way to the United States. It's out there. Nobody knows where it's at now. It left Europe. Now it's gone. So my own guess, is that these drones are not nefarious in intent. If they are, they are, but I doubt it. But if they are drones, the only reason why they would be flying and flying that low is because they're trying to smell something on the ground. That's it. There's no other reason for a drone to be flying in the air other than to piss a bunch of people off at night. That's it. So, my belief is they're trying to smell something on the ground. Gas leaks, radioactive material, whatever. So, and do I think that that they're coming up out of the ocean? No, I don't think so. Drones that are multi-copter type drones, not the the fixed wing aircraft that look like regular airplanes, but the multi-copters, they only have so much battery life. They have hybrid versions that are gas powered with electric, but those can still only fly for a short period of time. There's no way in hell that any drone is going to go miles off the coast as a multi-copter and fly into the interior of the United States and do a bunch of work and then turn around and fly back. It's just physics will not allow that to happen. So these drones, I believe, are launched from a location that nobody knows, but I do believe that they're flying low enough that they're just trying to sniff the ground and try to find something. So again, I hate to be a pessimist or a guy that thinks directly to the negative. However, I know as a professional, I mean, we build professional stuff for the military. I believe that they're actually out there trying to smell something that's very important. So anyway, let me know what you think of this video. I'm not trying to gaslight. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just trying to let people know that this is a serious deal. It's only serious for what the potential could be, or for what the potential is. There's a lot of them out there. They're flying all over. They're flying low. They're flying at night. There's no reason for it other than to smell something. So anyway, God bless. I hope you all have a wonderful Merry Christmas, and let me know what you think of the video. Thank you.
Há algumas coisas a se observar nas declarações do John Ferguson, CEO da Saxon, que é uma empresa que fabrica drones. A primeira delas é a questão específica do que está acontecendo nos Estados Unidos. Ele fala sobre os drones estarem voando baixo demais para procurar algum tipo de radioatividade, até mesmo podendo cheirar algum vazamento de gás. A outra coisa mais importante, que ele destaca muito bem ali, é a questão deles estarem voando apenas à noite e não durante o dia. E dele reconhecer que são drones americanos. Donald Trump falou que o governo sabe o que está acontecendo, sabe o que está por trás desses drones. E, pessoal, uma ogiva nuclear perdida nos Estados Unidos, que possa vir a ser utilizado por algum grupo de extremista ou até mesmo terroristas, é realmente de se preocupar. Mas me conta aí, essa explicação sobre ogivas nucleares e a procura, a caça por elas através de drones americanos na noite nos Estados Unidos te convenceu? Está realmente desvendado o mistério nos céus dos Estados Unidos? Ou você acha que não? Você acha que tem mais alguma coisa por trás de tudo isso? Coloca aqui nos comentários. Não esquece de se inscrever no nosso canal e de nos recomendar para os seus amigos e as suas amigas. Curta, deixa o seu like e compartilhe os nossos vídeos. Eu sou o Fabrício Lopes, você está no canal No Mundo Agora. Até a próxima!